Welcome, everybody. Thanks for Tim opening night. Always a lot of fun for a broadcaster, but what's it like as a player?
Well, no matter how many years you have in the league, opening night creates more butterflies than any other night. You want to make that great first impression for sure, but you're also really excited that it starts to count.
And are you nervous right now?
Attack.
Now Washington starting five. They've got Marc Gasol, and it's O'Neal in at the power forward position.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
And it's Drexler missing. Right side O'Neal. Pass to Hamilton. Here's Arenas. Screen by O'Neal. Arenas with the bucket.
Ooh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Bosch, the pass to Drexler. San Antonio again can't hit.
Not how they were looking to start the game. They've come up empty on their first 3 tries.
Outside O'Neal. Pass to Hamilton. Here's Arenas, pounded by Wiggins. Arenas' shot is off.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
Now here's Lopez. Wiggins outside, fires for 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
Not an ideal start for them. Still looking for their first field goal after 4 misses. How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Pass to Wiggins. Here's Billups. Inside. Here's Lopez. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Finally got one to go after 4 straight misses.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Deflects the pass. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Here's O'Neal. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
To the inside. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. The rebound by Bosch. Spurs trail by 6. Well, Grant, this is the 3rd season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
Here's Arenas. And that one's good. Gasol.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now here's Wiggins. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Bosch. He's covered by O'Neal. Pass to Drexler. Lets it fly. Washington with a rebound. Last time they met in Washington.
They were out-hustled on the boards the last time these teams met.
Now Gasol, covered by Lopez. Here's Hamilton, back to Gasol. Shoots over Lopez. Gasol misses.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's Wiggins. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Well, Wiggins may look calm and cool out there, but he can put on a show at times.
To the wing on the left. Here's Stojakovic. Knocks down the triple.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Pass to Drexler. To the middle. And the shot's good by Wiggins. Wiggins got his second bucket of the game.
Yeah, that's on the defense there. Now, you can't let Wiggins get this kind of positioning inside.
Here's Arenas, hounded by Wiggins. Arenas passes to Gasol. And then Gasol with the jam.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Here's Billups. No points yet. Pure from three-point range.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's O'Neal. 6-point game. Arenas with the bucket.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Select your dancing shoes at home. Let's see what you got.
Since we have a moment, here are last year's most efficient scorers around the league. Fifth is Jakob Poeltl.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
Spurs trail by 8. Here's Billups. Pass to Poeltl. Wiggins looking around. 6 to shoot. Here's McDyess. He's covered by Aldridge. McDyess's shot is off. Wizards leading by 8. Ellis on the wing. Lets the three fly, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And the dunk by Poeltl.
Yeah, no hesitation that time by Poeltl. Never shy about scoring.
Now here's Ellis. Pass to Rulin. They set a pick. To the paint. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
They're firing on all cylinders, executing the game plan coming in.
Here's Poeltl. Inside. And the dunk by Poeltl.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Aldridge down low. Still no points.
Well, that's an excellent contest, and then he finished the play with a tough rebound.
Here's Drexler. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul. First team.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Wizards.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
The first free throw is good. And the Wizards making a change here. And he makes both free throws.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Maxey passes to Ellis. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Back to you.
The drive for greatness. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Smith, he's checked in for San Antonio. Grant, in recent seasons, the big limiter on Chris Middleton's game has been health.
Yeah, BA, and it's just so frustrating. Here's a high-impact player, an all-star, and he's always having to come back from something. Not what you want for anyone.
San Antonio with the ball, following the score by Washington. Goes up on the wing. Aldridge pulls down the board. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. They lead by 7. Pass to Rulin. "14 feet away." Pirtle grabs a miss. The Spurs have gone 7 of 16 so far. Here's Murray. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Maxey passes to Ellis. To the inside. Rulin. And that one is hammered home.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Now here's Murray. Pass to McDyess. Here's the teardrop. The shot no good. And so it's the Washington Wizards closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. More 2K action in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And taking a look at Washington's performance here. Guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
On the court for Washington, they've got Tyrese Maxey, and it's Hamilton in at the 2. Back to Smith. Gasol grabs the board. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Hamilton. soft touch off the glass. And now an 11-point Washington lead.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Now here's Murray. Murray going to work inside.
Skilled finish by Murray. He can score inside and outside, really anywhere on the court.
Pass to Hamilton. Here's Tomjanovich. Middleton covering. The bank shot, no good. Murray against Maxey. Here's Bosch. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
The first one falls. The Wizards making a switch here. And so he makes both from the line.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
Here's O'Neal. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Pass to Lopez. And here's Wiggins. That one off the back iron and out.
Yeah, that's a sigh of relief heard from the bench. Weak defense didn't cost them that time.
Now here's Gasol. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot blocking teams. The Spurs, 4th.
And last year, their rim protection was unbelievable. Teams actually turned down shots in the lane.
Lopez with it. Checked by Gasol. Pass to Drexler. Spins. And he dunks it down.
It's so sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Here's Arenas. Gasol, a screen on Wiggins. Down low. And then Gasol with the jam.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
Pass to Wiggins. Let's go with a 3. And Wiggins knocks down the 3.
Well, Wiggins now showing you a little catch and shoot element to his game.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Gasol. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Gasol's got 6 points in the quarter. Here's Billups. Pass to Lopez. Wiggins left side with the fadeaway. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Here's O'Neal. And again, it's Washington.
It's just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Now here's Wiggins. 7 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Talk about strength and athletic ability. Lopez can maneuver against his opponents down low.
Pass to Arenas. Going inside. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4.
Really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. How about Marc Gasol? What a contribution he's making.
Yeah, this coaching staff is frustrated right now. They just can't figure out a way to slow him down. They've got to push him off his spot.
Here's Billups. Pass to Drexler from deep. O'Neal pulls it in.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Here's Arenas. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Now Lopez. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Lopez. Tipped. Here's O'Neal. Rebound San Antonio. Bosch has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Billups. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Hamilton. Here's Arenas, hounded by Wiggins. Here's Stojakovic. To the inside. Out on his own on the break.
Also, plays like that are crucial right now. You have to convert on every turnover you get.
Wizards leading by 10. Inside. Here's Cycling. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Pass to Drexler. San Antonio moving the ball around. Wiggins outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nope. Shooting 3 for 8 in the game now.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there is enough game left to make corrections.
Here's O'Neal. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Drexler. There's the triple. Cycling with a rebound.
Well, this has been far from his best game, and if they're going to come back here, he's got to find a way to get going.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. Here's Billups. He's got 5. Here's Drexler. Cycling with a rebound.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Stojakovic, hounded by Wiggins. Pass to Arenas from outside the arc. Rebounded by the Spurs. Bosch has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Drexler. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Here's Stojakovic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one belongs to Wiggins.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Washington shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. He misses the free throw. A line change here for San Antonio. He hits the second from the line. Spurs trail by 15. And stolen by Aldridge. Here's Arenas, defended by Murray. And he'll take his third and fourth free throws of the night.
Shooting for Washington, Gilbert Arenas, taking 2 shots.
And he drops the first.
And that's a good sign. He's getting himself to the line. I really like that here in the second quarter.
Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
It's tipped and stolen by Aldridge. Here's Tomjanovich. Middleton covering. Down low. Here's Aldridge. And then Aldridge with the dunk.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect. Pass to Pirtle. Outside Murray. Now here's Pirtle. Back to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from the wing. The rebound by the Wizards.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for 1.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Spurs. 15 seconds left in the first half of this one. To the paint. Here's McDyess. Battles through traffic and lays it in. And so it's Washington ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be back in a moment.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games. And let's do something we never, ever, ever do, and that's go off topic.
What topic?
So we don't have a topic, Shaq?
Isn't that a topic, being off topic?
Well, that was more no topic than off topic, but that's all the time we have for this topic. thankfully. And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Washington Wizards.
I'm giving credit to their front office. They've methodically added talent to their second and third units, and you see the results there, Shaq.
Yeah, they've got scorers coming off that bench, and that's what you need. In a long season, different guys have to step up.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Washington leading by 20. They've got Andrew Wiggins, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. They're the group for Mitch Johnson starting the second half. On offense, here is San Antonio. Here's Arenas. Here's O'Neal. Rebound by San Antonio. Bosch has got his 6th rebound on the night. Wiggins outside. Bosch, the pass to Wiggins. Here's Billups. Clock at 6.
Get the perimeter.
Here's Lopez. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Lopez has got 6.
And using that size to his advantage. I mean, I like it when Lopez establishes himself inside and looks to capitalize.
Washington again can't hit.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
Wiggins right side. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And when we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
Free throw drops for Wiggins.
Well, look at Wiggins year after year showing up and getting it done. Really a solid career and has some big-time highlights sprinkled throughout.
Here's Hamilton. Can't get it to fall.
And that miss makes them 0 for 4 to start this quarter. Not exactly the start they were hoping for.
And it's Drexler missing. Wizards leading by 15. Pass to Arenas. Fires from deep. The Wizards with another miss.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly. Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's Arenas. 9 points in the game. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He's got 11.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past.
Man, that is physical that time by Wiggins, just showing you a lot of grit.
For Washington, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Pass to Arenas. Now here's Gasol, covered by Lopez. Gasol misses. Spurs trail by 13. Here's Drexler. Shoots a fadeaway. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
Anytime you get an easy shot in this league, your confidence level goes up. That's exactly what happened there.
Here's O'Neal. The rebound by Bosch. Bosch has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Billups. San Antonio moving the ball around. Lopez, the screen. Here's Drexler. The fadeaway. And too long on the shot. Washington leading by 11. Inside. And then Gasol with the jam.
And when Gasol gets to his spots, he can get hot fast. Love when he's being this aggressive on the offensive end.
It's Wiggins on the wing. 12 points for him.
Wizards foul.
So both teams making some changes here.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Billups. He's got 5. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Washington.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving. Good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And they have left the defense scrambling because they have found success in the paint, which has allowed them to play inside out.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. 22 was their biggest lead. And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Here's Stojakovic. Here's Hamilton. And the layup is good off the glass. Hamilton's got his second basket of the night.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Now here's Lopez. He has 6. Here's Billups. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Maxey passes to Gasol. And then Gasol with the jam.
Well, he is really filling it up, but also keeping others involved.
Here's Hawkins. Pass to Billups. Shot is up. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
Gasol against Lopez. Here's Coleman to the inside. Here's Gasol. Lays it up and banks it in. Gasol's got 18.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Pass to Billups. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. The Wizards making a switch here.
14 foul. Chauncey Billups. Shooting 1.
You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel at any sport. Do you agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits.
Hell is good.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Spurs trail by 15. Pass to Billups. Pirtle, it's good on the putback.
And this is where Pirtle has great value to his team. Offensive rebounding, just hanging around the glass.
Now Maxey, the 3 is up. Here's Rulin. Pirtle grabs a miss. Here's Hawkins. Maxey covering. A nice shot by Hawkins.
He just needs more shots. He has to get more involved.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. You know, Tim, both of Jakob Pirtl's parents played volleyball for the Austrian national team.
Yeah, he comes from an athletic family, and he certainly has a lot of agility for his size. And I think, in today's game, you need your big men to be able to move their feet.
Here's Coleman. Yet to see a basket. Tomjanovich gets the bucket.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Wizards lead by 15.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Here's McDyess. Murray inside. Maxey covering. Clock at 4. Murray's shot is good. Murray's got 6.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Ellis passes to Maxey. Drops in the 3.
And if you look at these early years for Tyrese Maxey's career, you can see he has increased the number of threes he's taken year by year.
Now here's Murray. 6 points for him. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Maxey passes to Ellis. There's a screen. 1:27 left in the third quarter of the game. The shot won't fall. Spurs trail by 14. Here's Middleton, and he can't bank that one in. Washington has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Pass to Maxey. And he banks in the layup. And that's now 7 points for Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, on the inside that time, Maxey really clever with that finish.
Now Pirtle. Back to Smith. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Maxey surveys. Pass to Tomjanovich. Over Middleton. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Tomjanovich has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Maxey against Murray. Down low. Tipped. Maxey with it. Here's Ellis. And again, it's Washington. And so it's the Washington Wizards feeling confident. 18-point lead to end that quarter. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So on the floor for the Wizards, they've got Marc Gasol, and it's Stojakovic in at the small forward. Here's Bosch. Shot clock at 6. San Antonio needs to get off the shot. Phillips off target from outside.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
That one's good by Stojakovic.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
And Wiggins has got the ball here for San Antonio. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
Here's Hamilton. Pass to Arenas. To the middle. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. San Antonio has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Wiggins outside. Pass to Drexler. No good from outside.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Inside. Here's Gasol. Uses the glass on the layup. Gasol's got 20.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Now here's Wiggins. He's guarded closely. Down low. Here's Lopez. Shot from the low post is good. Washington leading by 23. Pass to Hamilton. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations you look for as a player, Greg.
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. Here's Hawkins. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Bosch. Six to shoot. Washington with a rebound. Here's Stojakovic. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Here's Cycling. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Fast break. Here we go. Pass to Hawkins. On the take. And he comes up with a bucket.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And here is Williams. He's covered by Aldridge. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. All right, Tim, you've covered the NBA for a long time now. What's one thing you wish you could change about how we cover the game?
Well, I think there's a temptation to boil it down to hot takes, and I'd much rather see us cover the appreciation that we all have for the nuances of the actual basketball.
Game has never been more skilled than it is right now.
Totally agree.
That free throw, no good. And with players now able to earn money at the collegiate level, what does that do for the NBA legs?
Well, I do think overall it's a good thing. As a former college athlete myself, I love to see these guys get rewarded, and possibly you get to the league, you're a little bit more polished and grown up.
Bottom line is you may have made some money, but when you have a chance to play against the best of the best, that's why you go pro.
There's nothing like it.
Here's Cycli. Washington moving the ball around. Arenas' shot is off.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Hawkins, the pass to Drexler. Here's Bosch. Just 5 on the clock. Cycli with a rebound. Cycli's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Arenas. And here's Aldridge. Here's Hamilton. Back to Aldridge. Here's Arenas. And it's Hawkins with a rebound. The Spurs have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal.
Oh my, a powerful throwdown at its best. The defense wasn't quite effective enough right there, B.A.
He got all the room he needed. That's a jam you know this crowd's going to remember for a long time. Pass to Cycli. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the 4th. Not great. Pass to Arenas. Here's Hamilton. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Lopez. Here's Murray. Wide open look. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist.
The confidence on full display. Murray.
Arenas passes to Tomjanovic. Okay, Legs, I'm making you commissioner of the league for a day. You get 1 rule change. What is it?
I think we have to look at a time limit on some of these replays. I know we want to get them right, but for me, if you're taking that long, it can disrupt the rhythm of the game.
Totally agree.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Pass to Arenas. Throws it up high. Lopez with the steal. To the paint. Here's Bosch. Powered down after the assist. Led him to the lane.
You know, if his shot isn't available, Middleton is moving the ball, and he's a pretty skilled passer.
Here's Cycli. Pass to Hamilton. From downtown, the rebound by the Spurs. Lopez has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Drexler. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
Good awareness by Murray. Sees a hole in the defense and feeds the guy ready to exploit it.
Here's Arenas, defended by Murray. Pass to Hamilton. 19-footer. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Middleton outside. Back to Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
I call Jamal Murray a scoring guard. He's on this team to provide points, and he's certainly doing that tonight.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And one of our featured players tonight earns our Player of the Game award, Marc Gasol.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire.
Great use of the bounce pass right there, setting up his teammate.
Pass to Drexler. Kick by Murray. Pulls it. The offensive rebound. Back to Lopez. Yep, count it.
So dangerous at the pick and roll. Murray moving that ball, creating for others.
Wizards leading by 20. Pass to Hamilton. There's a minute 26 left in the game. Stolen by Wiggins.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Wizards.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Well, at least they're going to take one game in this season series. It was an uphill climb. Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Now here's Wiggins. 36 seconds left to play in the fourth. 5 to shoot. Here's Murray. It's rebounded by Washington. Here's Arenas. Pass to Gasol. Here's Hamilton. The three is up. The rebound by Bosch. Now here's Murray. So we see the Wizards taking the W here. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And let's reveal our player of the game, Marc Gasol.
coming right up. The Nets taking on the 76ers. For the Nets, they're well. No doubt, these players, GA, are eager to get this season going.
Listen, there's definitely some nerves, but it's mainly excitement. This is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Ivica Zubac is out there with Martin. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Knipple. And it's Peterson in at the shooting guard position. And it's Bird missing.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Stackhouse, the pass to Bird. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. I asked him, how do you plan to deal with Luka Doncic? He laughed and said, I think that's a question the entire league is asking. Luka is amazing. He's been a superstar from day one, and what impresses me the most is his poise. Nothing seems to get to him. Back to you guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Bird outside from deep three-point land. They get the rebound. Pass to Stackhouse. And here's Bird. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and the assist goes to Stackhouse.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
Martin with the screen for Doncic. Down low. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That's on Jaren Jackson. And RJ, you played 7 seasons in a Nets uniform. The most with any of your teams.
Yeah, it was a great way to start my career consistently in the playoff picture. It was really the most sustained success that the franchise has enjoyed.
About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Bird outside. Shoots over Knipple. A nice shot by Bird. Bird's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Philadelphia has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Jackson for Martin. And Jackson with the basket on the assist from Stackhouse. And that makes it a tie ball game. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. That That's good on the jump shot.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
Stackhouse, the pass to Alexander Walker. Inside, here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
The more time Jackson spends at the rim, the better. His length is a deciding factor in this game.
Doncic outside. To the paint, deflects the pass. Stolen by Jackson. Alexander Walker with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic.
Aggressive move. I know he wishes he had that one back.
This one for 3. The putback. Edey with the rebound. For Philadelphia, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. They now take the lead. Bird's got 7.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Back to Doncic. To the inside. And finished off by Martin.
And how about the explosive leaping ability by Martin? A big-time dunker who enjoys getting this close to the basket.
Jackson kicks to Stackhouse. Pass to Edey. Bird outside. Traps in the tray. He's got 10.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Peterson. There's the pick. Outside, Martin wants to get it to Zubac, and does. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Jackson passes to Bird. Rebounded by the Nets. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
And here's Doncic from the arc. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Bird looking it over. Edey against Zubac. Back to Alexander Walker. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Bird. Peterson grabs the miss. Brooklyn trailing. Doncic right side. Knueppel wide open and he fires. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Quite simply, you need to run Knueppel off his shot. He's too good with the catch and shoot.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Some changes for Brooklyn. Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Philadelphia with the ball. Trailing by 2. Miller kicks to Wagner. Out to the right wing. Valanciunas with a screen on Thompson. Miller, no up.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And here's Harper from the arc. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Strong footwork from the rookie. Harper able to get the better of the defense there.
Now here's Valanciunas. Miller dishes to Black. Tried to shoot. They could use a bucket. Here's Thorpe. Tries again, and the layup is up and in.
Great move. This is what you get when Thorpe's being aggressive. He's a high percentage shooter in that painted area.
Now here's Harper. Black defending. Harper the pass to Gervin. Pass to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Assisted by.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Now Claxton. Oh, Claxton in position.
2 minutes.
On the wing, Thompson. Covered by Miller. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Black kicks to Valanciunas. Miller outside. Valanciunas sets a screen for Miller. Fires from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
Pass to Claxton. Now, here's Thompson. Back to Gervin. Claxton a screen on Wagner. Here's Claxton, covered by Thorpe. Claxton, no good.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Wagner finds Black. On the wing, Miller. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for him.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
Claxton sets the screen for Gervin. To the middle. And Claxton throws it down hard.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Here's Thorpe, shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Nick Claxton.
And the thing about Thorpe, I mean, as strong as he is, he's extremely agile. I mean, really gets up and down the floor beautifully.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. 27 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Harper the pass to Claxton. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
The 76ers trail by 3. And here's Wagner. Still yet to score. Valanciunas with a screen on Gervin. Wagner from long range. That shot off. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Martin is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Knipple. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Peterson in at the two-guard spot. Here's Alexander Walker. Guarded by Doncic. 6 to shoot. Pass to Bird. The offensive rebound. To the paint. Stolen by Martin. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Peterson. With nobody on him, he carries the jumper. Peterson's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Nets. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Pass to Knipple. The Nets working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Martin. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now an 8-point Nets lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Alexander Walker passes to Stackhouse. Inside, here's Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Zubac the pass to Peterson. Martin the screen, down low, and finished off by Martin.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
To check out Luka Doncic here. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 28 points a game, 7 assists and 8 rebounds. And what a force he is on the glass. Just inhales rebounds.
And he can go around his opponent, over his opponent, through his opponent. A true triple threat.
Shoots the 3. And Knipple with the basket on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists tonight. Bounce pass from Alexander Walker. Pass to Edey. Now Stackhouse. Edey a screen. Another miss by Philadelphia. And here are the Nets. They're on a 10-2 run here. And here is Doncic. And here's Martin. Guarded by Jackson. Here's Peterson. Pass to Knipple. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. With a break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounders. Ivica Zubac, 4th.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Riders checked in for Edey. The 76ers trail by 11. Pass to Ryder. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. High post, Jackson working on Zubats. Here's Stackhouse. The 76ers with another miss. Nets leading by 11. To the inside. Pass to Doncic. Offensive rebound. Now here's Zubats. Bucket is good. Zubats has got his second bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. There's a lot to consider with NBA expansion, and Commissioner Silver said, quote, "What does that mean for talent? I feel great about where the talent is right now in the league, but those players have to come from somewhere. How does it work geographically? What will it mean for growing the game?" These are all good questions. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, as always, we appreciate the update. Pass to Knippel. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. The 76ers trail by 10. We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
And now the 76ers on the break. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Here's Peterson. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 6 assists in the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Attention, everybody out there. Now coming on the court, your Sixers DNT. Let me hear you make some noise.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Valanciunas is checked in for Jaren Jackson. Thorpe comes in for Jerry Stackhouse. And it's Garland in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then for the Nets, Derek Lively, he's checked in for Zubats. And it's Dosunmu in for Knippel. Good.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Now, here's Dosunmu. He's guarded closely. Lively sends a screen for Doncic. Back to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
Garland kicks to Bird. Valanciunas sets a screen for Bird. Down low, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Now, here's Dosunmu. T right on him. And the foul called on Ayo Dosunmu. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Wagner's checked in for Bird. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kenyon Martin. And it's Harper in for Luka Doncic. Here's Ryder. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nicholas Claxton.
And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatchback pull-up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
First one falls for him. So, RJ, last season, the Nets making a pair of in-season trades to add future assets.
Dealing Dorian Finney-Smith to the Lakers, Dennis Schroeder to the Golden State Warriors. Brooklyn got back a bunch of second-round picks. Smart moves as they continue to build.
Gervin's checked in for Brooklyn.
Well, when you send them to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
Dosunmu with it. No scoring in this one. The kick out to Harper. 3-pointer. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
Here's Ryder. Defended by Dosunmu. Ryder, then the pass to Garland. Rebounded by the Nets. Gervin with it. Defended now by Wagner. And that one's good, Gervin.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Ryder. Defended by Dosunmu. Nets leading by 13. Left side, Gervin. Outside, Harper. Pass to Lively. Lively, a screen on Wagner. Here's Gervin. Again, the Nets for two.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Garland against Harper. Claxton with the steal. For the finish. And Claxton throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Here's Valanciunas. No good, unable to end this run. And so it's Gervin with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. 17-point lead, their biggest.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Here's Ryder. Another miss by Philadelphia.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Now Valanciunas jacks up a three. Rebounded by the Nets. Lively's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Puts up a deep three. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Brooklyn, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
When I look at the Nets, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Nets.
I couldn't tell the difference between their second unit and the first. That's how top to bottom together they've been, man.
Yeah, the others are shining like stars. Bench points have put this team over the top tonight.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Without question, Larry Bird displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Brooklyn leading by 21. Jerry Stackhouse is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Edey. And there's Jackson. And it's Bird in at the 3, the small forward. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half.
That's Luka magic, taking a difficult shot from deep range and making it look easy.
Bird right side, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Knippel. Philadelphia shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
First free throw is good.
Few players have the overall game of Larry Bird. Obviously, we know he can shoot the lights out, but he's also an elite level passer.
Gotta get it.
Bird hits them both. Here's Doncic.
Go, check Doncic.
Outside, Martin.
Watch the screen. I got the help side.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And this is where Martin can really hurt you, which is why defenses resort to fouling.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And so Bird will bring it up for Philadelphia. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Brooklyn with the rebound. Here's Knippel. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
For 3.
Doncic has got his 8th assist here tonight.
A lights-out shooter. Opponents will learn quick. You have to guard Knippel tight, or he'll knock those down.
Edey with a screen for Bird. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
Pass to Zubac, and here is Doncic. Out in the screen, fires for 3, and it's Doncic missing.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Here's Stackhouse, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Luka Doncic. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
At the line for Philadelphia, Jerry Stackhouse, taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Here's Doncic. He's got 5. Pass to Knippel.
Watch outside.
Outside, Martin.
They're coming. No shot.
And the rejection by Jackson. Second shot opportunity, and it's Martin missing.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
So, RJ, when you think about Jaren Jackson, defense is the first thing that comes to mind, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Triple J is a force. He's a perennial candidate for all defensive honors, and I'm glad I didn't have to shoot on this guy.
Pass to Peterson. Here's Martin. Now Zubats. He's defended by Edey. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That'll be a jump ball.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. To the paint, it's stolen by Martin. Three-pointer. Knipple with the bucket. Knipple's got 6 in the quarter.
The defense can't give Knipple any kind of separation when he's got the ball. He is very comfortable pulling up.
Bird outside. Good, and the assist goes to Stackhouse.
After a tremendous first quarter, 3 trays, he's put in another.
Pass to Zubats. Doncic with a screen for Zubats. Stackhouse against Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. It's sent back by Edey. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Buries the long-range jumper.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
Stolen by Bird. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The future of the NBA is digital. Commissioner Silver said streaming allows us to better engage fans through the personalization of telecasts, creating chat communities, buying products, playing fantasy. There's an enormous opportunity. We are just barely scratching the surface. Guys, back to you.
It's getting interactive. Okay, thank you, Allie. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Ivica Zubac, 4th.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
And the 76ers making a change here. Miller's checked in. And the Nets making a change here as well. Thompson's checked in. Miller outside. In the corner, it's Bird. Jackson, a screen on Martin. Good on the bucket. Bird's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. Just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Here's Peterson, covered by Stackhouse. Pass to Doncic. There's the 3. Zubats. And it's Zubats with the extra effort. Zubats has got 6.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Bird against Martin. Bird outside. 5 on the clock. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
A big target with good hands. Jackson doing damage in the pick and roll.
Thompson outside. Back to Doncic. For 3, it's good from long range. 8 points for him.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
A nice shot by Bird.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
And so, Tony Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best move. Let's go. Let's see it.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Valanciunas is checked in for Jackson. Franz Wagner comes in for Stackhouse. And Blacks subbed in for Nickeil Alexander Walker. Thompson, high post. Gervin passes to Claxton. Misses the baby hook. The 76ers trail by 17 to the middle and stolen by Gervin. And stolen by Wagner. Pass to Bird. Back to Wagner. Now here is Miller. Claxton covering. Clock at 6. And here's Bird for 3. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's Gervin on the wing. Oh, Lively in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Fires from the corner. And Harper the bucket on the assist by Thompson. And that's 10 points for Dylan Harper. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nets.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Pass to Claxton. Now Gervin. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Excellent use of size there by Valanciunas, reaching out and just swatting that shot away.
Here's Harper. Black defending. Harper's shot's good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And it goes down 2 points. Bird's got 30 points.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really use some help.
Claxton the pass to Gervin. On the wing, Thompson. Covered by Miller. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him, but these guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
And with how he can operate on the block and shoot it, Valanciunas is a tough matchup for most centers.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
First free throw is good.
And a bruising, fundamentally sound big man. Valanciunas is a throwback. More importantly, he's willing to play whatever role is asked of him.
And the 76ers making a change here. Thorpe's checked in. Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Nets leading by 19. Outside Harper. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Harper's got 6 points in the quarter.
He may be a rookie, but Harper plays like a veteran. There's no intimidating this young man. Lots of buckets for him tonight.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Bird. Another miss by Philadelphia. On the wing, Green. Here's Lively. Nails the baby hook. Lively's got 8 points.
And that's why you don't let them get positioned deep in the post.
And they need better team defense. Help out your man in the post. It takes multiple guys to stop him.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So for Brooklyn now, Martin is out there with Knipple. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Peterson in at the 2 spot. Thorpe. Peterson grabs the miss. Nets leading by 23. Richard, we see such an influx of foreign players. Any concern that American-born players will fall behind?
100%. We have to change our development. We have to change our approach to youth basketball because right now the Europeans, 1, hungrier, 2, they have a greater approach for skill and technique at an early age.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
After a perfect first half in terms of ball control, the cracks have started to show. And now they're looking more and more vulnerable.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Riders checked in for Black. And it's Garland in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Dosumu's checked in. And Jerry Stackhouse picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Martin, the pass to Zubac. That's good from Doncic on the assist from Zubac. And that's now 9 points for Luka Doncic. Doncic against Garland. Stackhouse, the pass to Thorpe. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Tries the spin move. Here's Ryder, and yes, it's good.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
The Nets have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Offensive rebound, Zubac.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Here's Ryder. Excellent defense there from Zubac. And so Doncic will bring it up for Brooklyn. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Zubac kicks to Martin. Martin the screen, clock at 4. Here's Doncic. The second chance effort, and Martin with the lay-in, good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Ryder. The 3, nailed from three-point land. Ryder's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Knipple. And it's off from three-point range. The 76ers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Garland, the pass to Thorpe. Lets it go from 14. Brooklyn with the rebound. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Stackhouse pulls it down. Philadelphia shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Pass to Ryder. And you hear about the second apron, bringing both financial and basketball-related penalties. Richard, you think that shrinks the window for contending teams?
It's going to force some very, very tough decisions. We've already seen teams making adjustments to put themselves in a better financial position. Those penalties, they're aggressive.
Here's Jackson. Makes it off the glass.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Back to Doncic. Martin with the screen for Doncic. And finished off by Martin.
And I tell you what, once he gets in a groove, it's just tough to slow Martin down.
Here's Ryder, defended by Dosumu. Here's Ryder. That one good for 2. Riders got 7 points for the quarter.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Doncic kicks to Zubac. The Nets working the ball around now. Screen by Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Good on the triple.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Now, here's Dosunmu. He's covered closely. Knebel setting the pick for Doncic. Pass to Zubac. Now, here's Dosunmu. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious. Two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Thorpe with a screen on Doncic. Here's Garland. It's good. Garland's got his first points of the night.
Despite being only about 6'1", Garland is a terrific finisher in the paint, even with the defense all in his space.
It's deflected. Now, here's Dosunmu. Pass to Martin. And here is Zubac, covered by Thorpe. Here's Knebel. Martin with the screen for Knebel. A three-pointer is right on target. Knebel's got 9 points here in the second half.
Ooh, that's his third 3 of the half after putting up a pair before halftime. Fantastic shooting display from him.
Brooklyn's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Pass to Dosunmu. Now Zubac. And here is Doncic. No good from outside.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
And here is Dosunmu. Drops in the layup for 2.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Bounce pass from Garland. Inside, here's Ryder, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Pass to Dosunmu. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. Again, the Nets for 2.
And he's shooting it at an efficient clip, but he needs to keep looking to score. It's what his team relies on him to do.
Here's Ryder. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nets.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooting.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Luka Doncic.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
Stolen by Jackson. Puts one up from 19. Almost, but it rolls out.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
The shot and game clock separated by 4.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. Dosunmu with it. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Luka Doncic.